What's poppin', people? Them is Slidey McPatty. That's what they call me, though.
No.
I'm here with Chelsea Cutler.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good, dude.
You tired or anything?
Definitely. Yeah.
Oh, you're not a morning person?
I am, but tour is definitely a bit grueling.
Okay, see, that's one of the first questions I even wanted to ask you about, like, just touring in general. What are the things that make it so tiring that, like, fans wouldn't even know about?
I mean, sleeping on a bus can be interesting for sure. It can get a little bumpy, so you're waking up a lot. But I don't know. I think it's more just like by the time the show's over, it's 11. You gotta like change, shower, wash your face, brush your teeth, eat something, then brush your teeth. The order's wrong. So it's just every night's just a really late night.
It's like a routine, but it's an exhausting routine.
It's a routine, but it's like the routine. The day is just very long. It's fun.
It's fun,
It's
but there are
fun,
only
yeah.
so many hours in a day, right? So
Yeah.
to even pack it all in, it's
Just
definitely.
gotta find some sleep in there.
Why'd you name it the Beauty is Everywhere tour?
I named it that because that slogan kind of felt like it carried across everything we were doing around the album. Like we just started saying it. I don't even remember when in the album process. Like I just remember saying like, guys, this is how I feel. Like this feels really representative of the album. We got to go to like all these cool places to shoot the album content, and I don't know. I just felt like this whole kind of the last 2 years for me has just been about noticing all the good stuff.
It's an amazing name because I feel the same way. Like when I even tell all my friends just to travel and go see the world because beauty is everywhere.
Right.
But you said you shot content in a lot of cool places for the album. So where was the coolest place and why?
Coolest place is probably, weirdly enough, so we went to Driggs, we went to Victor, Idaho. It's gorgeous. Like I guess I'd been to Boise before. Idaho is gorgeous. Like you don't even realize it, and then you get there and it's just like snowy mountains and grassy fields and animals and hiking trails, and it was gorgeous. It's like right by Jackson, because we went to Jackson Hole for a bit too. I just felt like Jackson Hole, is going to be beautiful. I had no idea that Victor was going to be as beautiful too.
Yeah, that's like not on a lot of people's list. Some like places where they want to travel and see in the world. Like Idaho is crazy, eh?
Yeah.
I'm about to Google that.
It was gorgeous.
Okay,
Yeah.
Ben. And were the hiking trails nice out there?
Yeah, dude, everything's amazing. There's so much nature. Food's good. People are nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I might have to put that on my list for a few days then one time.
It's like Yellowstone area, like Yellowstone National Park.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Okay. Now, you took a social media break, right?
I did, yeah.
Why do you think it's important to do that even for a person who's as big as you on social media?
I think it just feels good. Like, social media right now is just kind of this, like, endless cycle of comparing, posting your accomplishments, how many likes you get, how many people are following you, what famous people are following you back. Like, it's just all of this nonsense all the time, and it's all arbitrary and fake. And obviously, I think social media is awesome because it allows us to connect with people and connect with fans and build communities. And at the same time, I also just think that taking a step away from all the comparison and I don't know, just all these kind of, like, everyone's life highlights, it's just nice to take a step away from that.
So when you take a social media break, did you, like, delete all the apps or did you, like, just, like, put the phone away and lock it in a safe or something?
Dude, I honestly just was, like, disciplined. Like, I just didn't use them.
So what would you do? What would you be doing spending those days?
Like, I was still working on my album a lot, so I was writing a lot, and I started reading. Like, I've been a reader, but I started reading a lot more, working on the music, like, way more than I am right now.
So then during that break, do you think that, like, helped you lock in and make, like, crazy songs? Or were you making, like, the same type of music when you were on social media as well?
I think I made good stuff. I don't...
You definitely do make good stuff.
Yeah, I think it was cool. I mean, I don't know, like, how much of it I can attribute to being away from social media, but I definitely know that being away from social media let me make music at least without thinking, is this gonna go viral?
Yes, that's probably the best feeling about it mentally, right?
Yeah.
Because in your head, like nowadays with music, everyone's trying to get that banger, that hit, and social media will probably it will just mess with their head. But just making music for the music, That's probably that's a good reason, bro. I can't lie. That's a good reason.
Dude, there's so many things like with music I want to try and like sounds I want to make, and if you're always just thinking formulaically about what's gonna go viral, then like you're never gonna make stuff that's actually cool.
Yo, preach.
You're never gonna push the envelope like at all.
What genres are you trying to tap into then?
I don't know. I think I feel like when I sat down to make Stellaria, I just wanted to make a lot of like organic music. I think organic like kind of folk music is I don't know about here, but in America right now it's really blowing up. And it's just like all white dudes, which is great. But I'm like, all right, you guys can have that. Like, I'm gonna go do something else. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've just been trying to go back to like my roots a little bit and like do a little bit more synth and like electronic-y stuff.
I want to ask you about Stellaria because you said that people are usually 88% authentic.
I think, yeah.
But on this album, you're trying to speak with 100% authenticity.
I think that like songwriting can just be, dude, I mean, how often do you say like, oh, I hate this, or like, oh, I love that, but like, do you? You know, like I just think we're so casual with our words, and like I just wanted to be really deliberate with this album about saying what I really mean.
Wow, that's incredible. Because like a lot of people when they make music now with their lyrics, sometimes they're not 100% authentic. They're not even 88% authentic. Sometimes they're 0% authentic, right? But I think making music with 100% authenticity is definitely a challenge as well. It's not an easy feat because you're also giving like 100% of your emotions, 100% of what you actually feel and what you actually want to say. And sometimes when you say things that you actually want to say, it might hurt people.
Totally, 100%.
But they also got to charge it to the game. Now, Your Bones, that song went crazy, right? And I know you did that little wedding surprise video.
Yeah.
Welcome, Chelsea Cutler.
I did want to ask you, like, the wedding surprise video was crazy, but how did you see that DM? You probably get hella DMs.
I don't even remember if I saw it or if my managers saw it. Because sometimes my managers will go, I can be really bad at reading my DMs. Sometimes my managers will go through and try to read it for me and see if they can, because you can like search words now in your DMs. You could search like wedding or proposal and try to answer people who've like reached out. But I do know the funny thing that's crazy is that the woman Jessie whose wedding it was, she had DM'd me, not to blow up her spot because it's amazing, she's very sweet and this is a hilarious story, but she had DM'd me like 12 times, even up to the day of the wedding, being like, shooting my last shot, like it's happening in New Jersey, I know you live in New York, like it would be unreal if you could come. And like I just never answered any of the DMs and then we just show up at her wedding, so it was pretty cool.
Yo, that's hard.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I'm gonna DM you 13 times to come to my basketball game.
Dude, I'd love to. Here's my thing. I love basketball. It's hard for me to pay attention until the last, like, 2 minutes.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. There's
You know what I
definitely,
mean?
because it's a lot of just scoring and scoring, but sometimes the game will only, like, when it comes down to the last 2 minutes is when it really gets down. That's when it really matters. So, I know how you feel.
It's like, and the other thing I'll say was shout out to the Nets and the Knicks in New York, but anytime that you've put me courtside, I can really pay attention then. It's been really great.
What is a song that you listen to that no one knows that you listen to?
Ooh.
It's like a guilty pleasure song. It doesn't need, like, you might like the song and you even want to share it with people, but people would be surprised that you listen to this.
That's a good question. I feel like people know that I listen to a lot of music, I would say. Like, I feel like I've been pretty open about, like, I like everything from, like, Dan and Shay to SZA to Flume to Tate McRae and, like, pop stuff. So, I don't know. I think it would be pretty hard for anyone to be surprised by something that I listen to.
True.
Unless it was, like, Screamo. I would rather fall off a cliff than listen to you screaming. But other than that, I'm good.
What's the song that you're listening to right now that's, like, on repeat?
Oh, that new song by Joe Keery.
Oh.
The Stranger Guys actor.
Yo!
End of Beginning. That song's really, really good. Everyone's loving that.
So Joe Keery really be going hard,
It's
eh?
great. He just entered Billboard chart for the first time. His first time, yeah.
Do you think a song's gonna be in season 5?
It should be. It's so good.
They better do that, bruh. Now, my last question to you is, when it comes to songwriting, who are your top 3 greatest songwriters of all time?
Great question. I would say Chris Martin, Coldplay, probably Maddie Healy from 1975. And, I mean, it's, like, undeniable that Taylor Swift is, you know. And a 4th would be Justin Vernon, Bon Iver.
Well, Chelsea, I appreciate you so much. Any last words you want to say to the people?
And Florence from Florence and the Machine.
True.
Also. That's my last word.
Y'all better go bump the album. You better go see her on tour, bro, because she drops bangers, man. My name is Slidey McPatty, and we're signing out. Much love. I was also going to even ask you about your drip, because you be drippy low-key. Is your favorite color brown?
My favorite color? Oh, my God. I'm wearing brown in every photo.